Thanks to Dow Strong for sponsoring this video.
On today's video, I came to the most famous motel in the planet, and for one reason only. Supposedly, they have better food than Salt Bae. I really have high hopes, and I hope they're right because I'm excited. We're in Nashville. It looks great. Nevertheless, can you tell me I'm hungry? Because I am. Let's go eat, and let's see what the fuss is all about.
If you go to Google and search best places to eat in Nashville, the two top results are these. First, Hattie B's, which has over 11,000 reviews. But this is a food chain and they offer incredible hot fried chicken. Forget chicken, because right underneath it there's a restaurant called the Loveless Cafe, full of southern food. Everyone was telling me that is so much better than Salt Bae. And when you're in Nashville, Tennessee, you gotta have some southern food. So after putting your name down, this place is truly packed. You can tell by its style that it has been here for a while. To be specific, since the 1950s. They even have a smokehouse, which unfortunately was not open today. But as you wait, you can also get some things to eat.
Since we have an hour and 30-minute wait, I decided to go ahead and get an appetizer just like you would in Salt Bae's restaurant, but a peanut butter and jelly appetizer, everybody. And I'll be honest with you, Wonder Bread, peanut butter and jelly, there's nothing wrong with that. On a nice rainy day, hot coffee, what else do you need? Come on, tell you what, I much rather this peanut butter and jelly than the steak tartare I had over there.
For a fair comparison, this is Salt Bae's steak tartare. If there's one thing about this is that it's fancy and quite expensive. And the way it's made, it's interesting, as it is all about the show. To start off, they do it tableside. They break up a Parmesan cracker and sprinkle it like Salt Bae. Then they start pushing the thin slices of beef inwards. As they're doing so, inside they have arugula and Parmesan cheese. Once it's completely rolled up, it is lathered with some Dijon mustard, followed by balsamic vinegar. And to finish it up, olive oil and the signature salt. And in the end, they cut it up to serve you in bite-sized pieces. Now tell me the truth. Would you rather this or a peanut butter and jelly? Come on, I know you're with me.
This just hits different, you know what I'm saying? You can taste that this was made with love versus the other one probably made with hate.
And when I say that, I'm not alone. Because as you scroll down on Salt Bae's Instagram, there's one thing that he's proud of, the crazy amount of money he charges everyone. Some of the bills cost more than a car. Not a Toyota Corolla. I'm talking about supercars. The prices are ridiculous. And lately, this man's restaurant has been going downhill. But after enjoying my peanut butter and jelly in peace, it was time to get into the restaurant.
All right, we finally arrived. We are able to sit down. Took about an hour and a half, but we had that PB&J and it made it all better, everybody. With a little bit of coffee already. Taking a look at the menu, there's a few things that caught my eye. One of them is going to be a country fried steak and eggs. They say it's a lot better than Salt Bae, so I gotta give it a go. For the side dishes, they have quite a few options, and one of the most popular is their hash brown casserole, which is exactly what I'm going to go for. Another thing that caught my attention is a patty melt. Now, if you never had a patty melt, it's very similar to a burger, but they come with sandwich bread. With all that being said, let's give this a go right now. So the first thing that arrived are these beautiful biscuits. I mean, it looks like grandma did it. They're literally made with love, and as you can clearly see, these are not round, what you normally used to. You can tell that they're homemade, and they smell like a lot of butter, everybody. So you already know it's gonna be really, really good. We have a nice, beautiful crust, very fluffy and extremely buttery. To go along with it, I ordered some sausage gravy. I absolutely love this. I'm addicted to it. Now, if you never had sausage gravy, it's very similar to a bechamel sauce, and instead of butter, they use fat, and it is fantastic. Enough talk, let's give this a go right now. Cheers. Oh yeah, man. There is a lot of butter in there. That's why they're so good and famous. It is fluffy, nice little crisp on top. You know, not in a lot of food you can taste love. This one, you can taste the love. You gotta be careful though. You can eat 1,000 of them. But let's try with the sausage gravy. I mean, wow, this looks phenomenal. I'm gonna go ahead and add a nice, generous amount on top of it. The more, the better. Let's give it a try. Cheers. Oh yeah, you know, you can have your biscuit sweet or savory. Definitely, at least for me, the savoriness is much better. My goodness, it is delicious. It is so creamy that it almost feels like it's cheesy. Sausage gravy is on a whole nother level, and plenty of fat.
That is what Southern food is all about. And when you think about Southern food, you often think about mac and cheese, mashed potatoes, barbecue ribs, and of course, chicken fried steak. And if you've never heard of it before, you probably had it. But just like this place, they call it country fried steak. Just make sure you always get it with the gravy. Thanksgiving is coming, and that means carving up some epic holiday roasts. And today I'm here to show you two of my top picks for the celebration season. First up, the Gladiator Series curvy knife and fork set. It's got everything: a professional knife, a meat fork, and a honing rod to keep that edge sharp forever. For something a little more on the wild side, I love this 12-inch slicing and carving knife from the Barbarian series. This beast has a razor-sharp Swedish steel blade. It feels wild, powerful, and gives you insane grip and control. So whether you go for classic and professional, or wild and untamed, Dow Strong's got you covered this season. Head over to dowstrong.com and gear up today.
Got my country fried steak. Now, if you are unfamiliar with this, let me tell you something. It's basically a breaded steak that is deep fried, everybody. It looks like it has a nice crust. You get a nice scrambled egg to go along with it. Also some gravy. Now, whenever you deep fry the steak like this, since it's so thin, it's definitely not going to be medium rare in the middle, but it's that ultimate crunch that you're looking for. It smells phenomenal. I want to slice it open right now and see what we got. Let's go. All right, let's give this a look right now. It is nice and crispy, exactly what you would expect from a country fried steak. But with that being said, take a look at this. It's not going to be as juicy as a medium rare, but what you do with it to compensate is you go ahead and you add some gravy on the top, just like that, everybody. Oh, wow. Now you tell me that's not an American classic. That is what you're looking for right there. Now the question is it really better than Salt Bae? Well, let's give it a go. Oh yes, it is so much better than Salt Bae. You know why? It's perfectly seasoned and a nice crunch. And when you add this gravy right here on top, I mean, if you never had a country fried steak, you should, because you don't know what you're missing. It is delicious. I like it. You gotta compare it to what things really is, right? What is Salt Bae? The most expensive steakhouse there is. So their steaks should be phenomenal. Not average. For me, at least, it's just average. Yes, I hate the guy. I don't like the guy. Now, if I come here, I'm comparing it to what it actually is. What is this place? Somewhere for you to have a nice, wonderful meal. Somewhere that is not going to cost you an arm and a leg, but it is going to be enjoyable for you to eat and enjoy your food and feel the love, you know? Oh, yeah, and you can feel it. This is not a steakhouse, but if I compared which one am I having a better time, eating here or eating at Salt Bae, my friend, I will take this all day, every day. This is some next level breakfast right here. Got the hash brown casserole right here. Let's give this a try. Looks like a lot of cheese. Very cheesy, nice cheddar cheese. What they're known for. Let's give it a go right now. Cheers. Oh, wow. Why is it so good? And most importantly, properly seasoned. But check out what just arrived. So this is a petit melt. It is with crispy bread. Bread right here is kind of greasy, okay? You would expect it, because what happens is, even though the bread is being toasted, the juices from the actual burger goes all the way through the bread. So the bread's gonna be slightly greasy, which is what you want. And obviously straight up beef and cheese. Let's give it a try and see if it's better than Salt Bae's burger. Because do you remember what happens with Salt Bae's burger? He cuts the burgers in half and he puts grill marks that it's so burned and sometimes it's slightly bitter. I have a feeling it's going to be delicious. Cheers. Okay, it's not the best patty melt I ever had. It's slightly dry, kind of greasy. I'm gonna keep it real. Damn, I'm offended to say this, but Salt Bae's burger is better than this, okay? I say it like it is, everybody. I'll always be honest. Even though I hate the guy, it's still better than this right here. They focus more on their platters and not so much on the actual sandwich. Not my favorite. You know what? I wanna go back to that country steak. I love when people on the comment section says like, oh, you're not a food critic, or you're judging Salt Bae because Salt Bae's food is fantastic. No, it's not, first of all, okay? If you are paying so much money for a steak, it better be a really good steak. It can't be an average steak. Let me know if you agree with me or not, or if I'm a total jerk to Salt Bae. Maybe I shouldn't be mean to Salt Bae. Maybe I should really be nice to Salt Bae. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe. Let me know in the comments down below where I should go next. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye. Yo, Salt Bae, as a reminder, we are not friends.